In 1978, the Cleveland Browns selected All-American wide receiver Ozzie Newsome from the University of Alabama.
I remember calling Bear Bryant the day of the draft and asking Bear for an opinion about Ozzie Newsome. He said, Art, that's the greatest receiver I've ever seen, and that includes Don Hudson and many others that I played with and against.
Red right, peel, 81 slot flag.
Browns coach Sam Rutigliano, who was known for his love of the passing game, presented Newsome with an insightful proposition.
So when I sat down with Sam, he was very frank. He said, you could be a good receiver in the National Football League.
But I think you could be a great tight end in this league, and here's what we want to do. He said, Coach, before you go any further, you don't have to sell it.
Newsome would surpass even Rutigliano's expectations by becoming one of the greatest pass-catching tight ends the NFL had ever seen.
Ozzie had given me a tool I'd never had before, which was speed and mobility at the tight end position.
And here's what I want you to think of from a slot. Get the ball to Ozzie on the flag. You got a new guy in there, 20.
So we were just looking to get him on a strong safety going deep, because strong safeties don't like to cover guys going deep.
We just felt like at any point when we walked out on that field that we could come away with 7 points. It was fun playing.
And I said to him many times, and he proved it, if a linebacker can cover you, you can't play. I mean, a linebacker, I don't care if it was Lawrence Taylor or it was the best linebacker in the history of the game, they could not cover him one-on-one.
It was Ozzie Newsome's wizardry on the playing field that motivated Bear Bryant to nickname his star receiver the Wizard of Oz. But unlike sorcerers, Newsome never relied on smoke and mirrors to bedazzle the opposition.
Very tough and very smart, and basically had great hands. He could catch a BB in the dark. He was just great concentration.
Hagel to throw, fires, end zone, Ozzie, touchdown Browns! Ozzie Newsome with a marvelous catch.
When Newsome finished his playing career, most thought the Hall of Fame would be his last stop. But Ozzie had other plans.
Part of the reason that I stayed in the game on the professional level was to still try to achieve the Super Bowl.
When Art Modell moved the Browns in 1996, he convinced Newsome to follow, making him the Ravens' vice president of personnel.
When he asked me to come to Baltimore, he said, we're going to win a Super Bowl. That's why I'm moving, so I can remain competitive. And the other thing is that me being a minority, to be thrusted in such a high position in the National Football League, there wasn't many of us.
With the opportunity, Newsome took a losing team and transformed them into contenders, shattering the stereotype that African Americans could not succeed at the highest levels of the NFL.
There's no finer personnel organization in football, and I can only prove it by saying there are 8 #1 draft choices starting for us this year, both through free agency acquisition and the draft.
In 2000, Newsome's vision would fulfill his dream by bringing the Baltimore Ravens to pro football supremacy.
Brandon Stokely for the score, and the people in purple are going Raven wild. How about that, baby?
How you doing? Hey, that's all right.
Worth the wait?
Hey, yeah, but you could have did it last year and it'd have been an easier ride.
No. Then the expectations would run me out of town sooner.
To see him get to that level was rewarding, and it gave you a good feeling.
Ozzie Newsome, a champion today, a Hall of Famer for all time.